Bitcoin. It's one of those things that, like Kim Kardashian, inspires lust, disdain, and envy all at once. Disdain from both Bitcoin players and critics, one side barely holding in their glee as the cryptocurrency shot up past 11,000 US dollars and scoffing at non-believers. Then you have the other side chanting bubble, 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 just waiting to say, I told you so. Newbies piling in, some flinging caution to the wind, while the rest are lamenting, if I'd bought 100 Bitcoins for $10 in 2010, I'd be a millionaire today. So it's little wonder that the regular guys on the street, they're asking, should I invest in Bitcoin? My answer is yes, but only if you have the for it. First off, if you aren't familiar with cryptocurrencies, it goes without saying that you should proceed with caution. Because the fear is that in this era of instant gratification, people will get into it simply because their friend told them so. And like cocaine, there is no shortage of pushers, people who tell you they can help you make money from cryptocurrency. Let's get one thing straight. This is a highly volatile instrument we're talking about. Sure, its 1,000% increase this year has been epic. But you need to remember, as soon as it surged past $11,000 last Wednesday, for example, it plunged by more than 18% to under 9,300 on the same day. Now you have former hedge fund manager turned crypto investor Michael Novogratz telling CNBC that Bitcoin could reach $40,000 by the end of 2018. But he also warns that it will be a bumpy ride. And he believes that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are going to be the biggest bubble of our lifetimes by a long shot. Even the crypto bull calls this mania a bubble, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Novogratz believes that bubbles form around things that fundamentally change the way we live. For instance, the dot-com bubble saw a mania around the internet, but the technology itself is still around, and it's changing our world second by second. Look at Web 1.0. Sure, there were flameouts like shopping.com and pets.com, but only to pave the way for giants like Amazon, Google, Facebook, and eBay, all of which now are members of the $500 billion club. So Bitcoin does seem to have the potential to grow into an important financial instrument. I mean, Nasdaq, CME Group, and SIBO Global Markets plan to offer cryptocurrency futures on Bitcoin. Its market cap is at $190 billion US, and it's bigger than New Zealand's GDP. It has made a couple of people billionaires. Think its mysterious and fictitious inventor Satoshi Nakamoto and the Winklevoss twins, who 4 years ago bought $11 million of the cryptocurrency. Obviously, Bitcoin has its issues. Price swings aside, criminals are exploiting it for money laundering, tax evasion, and terrorism financing purposes. Security is a big issue. The wallets and services used to store and exchange Bitcoin are not always secure. And people are losing Bitcoins to phishing scams. Sometimes they lose it because of plain carelessness, like this guy who accidentally threw away his hard drive with $80 million worth of Bitcoin and now wants to dig up a landfill to get it back. Regulators are understandably concerned. Heck, China's central bank not only banned ICOs over concerns of major financial risks, it's expecting cryptocurrencies to die. However, Japan, which is working on J-Coin, a nationalized cryptocurrency, is embracing it, though with caveat, thanks to the massive fiasco that was Mt. Gox. That's why it's imposing stricter rules, including requiring cryptocurrency exchanges to maintain minimum capital reserves and establishing anti-money laundering practices. All traditional money control tools. Meanwhile, the UK wants to regulate cryptocurrencies further, and South Korea wants to tax Bitcoin users. Back home, Vietnam is also looking at regulating cryptocurrencies. What all this attention means is that Bitcoin, backed by nothing more than shared computer code, does have a future. Like other forms of currency or commodity or alternative investments like art or Lego sets, Bitcoin has value because some people believe it has value. Adam Weiss is a psychologist at Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Management. He also compares Bitcoin with Kim Kardashian. As he puts it, she's famous for being famous. Bitcoin is valuable because a lot of people have agreed to treat it as valuable. But the minute you realize she's a no-talent hack who only became famous because of a sex tape, the value instantly drops. Don't get me wrong, I think Bitcoin will be an important part in the history of currency. The important thing is to not just be blinded by the ass and look at what is really valuable, which in this day and age is actually the harder ask. Want to make money off Bitcoin? Go ahead. Just keep in mind its growing pains. And for those who love the fact that Bitcoin is mostly unfettered, totally free of country biases, they have to accept the fact that they will be increasingly regulated. Lastly, the most cardinal rule of investing is don't invest any capital that you cannot afford to lose tomorrow. Just saying.